Have you ever stopped to think about the everyday things we take for granted? That morning coffee, the car you drive, the phone in your hand. Behind each of these lies a chain reaction of human ingenuity, a series of brilliant inventions that have utterly transformed our world. Today, we're journeying from the flickering flames of our earliest ancestors to the roar of a jet engine, exploring the inventions that truly changed everything. Our story begins in the distant past, with a discovery so fundamental it's hard to imagine life without it: fire. For early humans, harnessing fire wasn't just about light, it was about life itself. It provided warmth, allowing our ancestors to migrate from the warm climates of Africa into the colder reaches of Europe and Asia. Suddenly, the biting cold of winter was no longer a death sentence. Fire was also our first great shield. The glow of a campfire kept fearsome predators at bay, turning a vulnerable night into a time of relative safety. But perhaps its most profound impact was on our diet and our society. Cooking food made it easier to digest and unlocked more nutrients, fueling the development of our growing brains. Around the warmth of the fire, communities gathered. It became the heart of the home, a place for sharing food, telling stories, and forging the social bonds that would become the bedrock of human civilization. Controlling fire was our first major step on the path to controlling our destiny. For thousands of years, we moved on foot, but then came an invention so simple, yet so revolutionary, it literally got humanity rolling: the wheel. Initially used for pottery, its true potential was unlocked when it was turned on its side and attached to an axle. Suddenly, the impossible became possible. Heavy loads that would have taken dozens of people to move could now be transported with ease. This sparked a revolution in trade and transportation. Wheeled carts and chariots enabled the movement of goods and people over vast distances, connecting distant cultures and creating sprawling economic networks. The wheel spurred innovation, leading to lighter spoked designs for greater speed and efficiency. It even transformed agriculture, with wheeled plows making it easier to cultivate larger fields. From the gears in a complex machine to the tires on our cars, the principle of rotational motion, born from the wheel, is still at the heart of our modern world. It became a powerful symbol of progress, a testament to our ability to overcome the friction of our world. Fast forward to the 19th century. The air is thick with smoke and the sound of machinery. A new power is about to be unleashed, one that will run on controlled explosions: the internal combustion engine. This invention was the roaring heart of the industrial age. While steam engines were massive and cumbersome, the internal combustion engine was relatively compact and powerful, making personal transportation a reality. The automobile was born, and with it, the world began to shrink. Cities expanded outwards, creating suburbs as people could now commute to work. Entire new industries, from car manufacturing in Detroit to the vast oil and gas sector, sprang up to support this new mobility. Our very landscapes were reshaped with networks of roads and highways. The engine's power wasn't just limited to cars. It powered tractors on farms, generators in factories, and boats on the water, dramatically increasing productivity. It was a world-changing force, but it also set us on a path of reliance on fossil fuels, a legacy we are still grappling with today. For centuries, humans looked to the sky and dreamed of flying. In the early 20th century, that dream took flight. The airplane didn't just conquer distance, it conquered time. Journeys that once took weeks by sea could now be completed in a matter of hours. This invention completely rewired the globe. International business and tourism exploded as the world became more accessible. Cultures that were once separated by vast oceans could now interact, exchange ideas, and trade with unprecedented ease. But the airplane also had a darker side. It revolutionized warfare, from the reconnaissance planes of World War I to the strategic bombers and jet fighters of today. Control of the skies became a critical element of military power. The airplane connected our world in ways never before imaginable, weaving a complex web of commerce, culture, and conflict across the continents. Now, let's zoom in from the grand scale of engines and airplanes to something incredibly small, yet monumentally important: the transistor. Invented in 1947 at Bell Labs, this tiny semiconductor device is the unsung hero of the modern digital age. Before the transistor, electronics relied on bulky, inefficient, and fragile vacuum tubes. The transistor changed everything. It allowed for the miniaturization of electronics, paving the way for everything from pocket radios to the powerful computers we carry in our hands. The transistor is the fundamental building block of the integrated circuit, or microchip. Billions of them are packed onto a single chip, forming the brains of our smartphones, laptops, and servers. Without the transistor, there would be no Silicon Valley, no personal computing revolution, and no internet as we know it. It is the silent, microscopic engine that powers our connected, digital world. Every time you send a text, watch a video, or search for information, you are relying on the incredible power of these tiny switches. Our final invention brings us back to the factory floor, but with a concept that would redefine efficiency: the assembly line. While the idea of breaking down a task into smaller parts wasn't new, it was Henry Ford who perfected it for mass production. In the early 1900s, he applied the moving assembly line to manufacturing his Model T car. The results were staggering. Before the assembly line, building a single car took over 12 hours. With Ford's new system, that time was slashed to just 90 minutes. How? By bringing the work to the worker. Each person performed a single, specialized task as the car chassis moved past them on a conveyor belt. This incredible increase in efficiency dramatically lowered the cost of production. For the first time, a complex piece of machinery like an automobile became affordable for the average family. The assembly line didn't just build cars, it built the modern consumer society. It made mass-produced goods accessible to everyone, changing not just how we make things, but how we live. From the primal need for warmth and safety met by fire, to the global network powered by the transistor, these inventions are more than just clever ideas. They are milestones in the human story, each one building on the last, pushing us forward and reshaping our reality. They show us that a single spark of ingenuity can indeed change the world. What do you think will be the next great invention that changes everything? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about the ideas that shape our world.